Hello everyone. In this presentation we're going to kind of just walk through what you may expect in the week of an average, or the average week in the life of an ACD. This won't have everything in it, but this should highlight a majority of what you may experience on an average week. So just kind of an overview of the ACD commitments. You will serve as a supervisor to your RAs, you will serve as a judicial officer, you'll have the opportunity to advise UHDS organizations, but you will be attending hall government meetings. You'll serve on on-call duty rotation. You'll assist with any programming / capstone needs and be present at a large majority of those. And then some of the UHDS meetings, you'll be expected to attend the staff meeting, the committee meetings, and then your collateral meetings. We'll go into more detail throughout the presentation on what some more of this looks like. So to begin, supervision, you will supervise the RA staff of your specific hall or building. How this works is we split up the RAs amongst all the ACDs in the building, and you will have a super group. That's the terminology we use. In that super group, you may have anywhere from 6 to 12 people approximately, depending on the overall staff. With that, you'll be required to have 30-minute weekly one-on-ones with each of your RAs to kind of just check in, talk about any upcoming things that are happening, talk about performance, build rapport with the RAs, etc. And then also under supervision, you will have a 60-minute or hour one-on-one with your supervisor as well. And then you also have the opportunity to run staff meetings or supergroup meetings weekly. So how that kind of works is depending on your staff, you have a staff meeting from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. And within that time, we usually allow some supergroup time in case you need to meet with your group and kind of continue to build that rapport or go over anything that may be coming up as a supergroup. As a judicial officer, ACDs spend on average about 2.5 hours per week on conduct cases, and this will really vary by community, but your role really as the conduct officer, you'll get training on that, but this 2.5 hours includes time to kind of set up a case. It'll also include, hearing the case, closing the case. But like I said, the role of conduct officer you'll learn throughout training, but you can kind of on average predict that you'll have 2.5 hours per week in conduct cases. Some weeks you may have less, some weeks you may have more. As for advising, all ACDs are responsible for attending hall government meetings. Those are Mondays from 8 to 9 p.m., and this is regardless of collateral status. So everyone is expected to attend hall government, support hall government, get their supergroup excited about hall government, etc. And then ACDs also have the opportunity to co-advise inter-hall council, IHC committees, resident assistant council, or the National Residence Hall Honorary. In this group, this involves group meetings, one-on-ones, and executive board meetings as well. You can see below the different times for each of those committees and general assemblies, just in case this is something you're interested in and you can kind of prepare for those times. For the on-call rotation, ACDs are responsible for scheduling duty with the Headstaff team, so we'll sit down as Headstaff team and really, figure out what day works best, what weekends work best. Excuse me, the on-call responsibilities change every weeknight, and one person is typically on call during the weekend. So usually you have a standard day of the week, and then you'll have every so often on the weekends. And during the day, the complex directors hold the duty phone, so you don't have to worry about that when it comes to class. Duty starts at 4:30 and ends at 8 a.m. the next day. And so you can kind of expect that in your time commitments as well. Then when it comes to programming and capstone attendance, as a supervisor, your RAs, you'll want to see them attend different programs for support, so that'll be something you'll want to include in your time to kind of double check and cross check that your RAs are attending. While not every program requires you to stop in, we highly encourage you to attend or stop by at least one program per supervisee per semester. That way they know that you're there, you can kind of help support them, and know and have your presence known. And then capstones, which are complex-wide programs, have been traditions for a while. Um, those are those are something that we expect you all to attend or to support in some nature. There are 2 in the fall and 3 in the spring. In those dates, you'll be informed of those as they come up. And then for UHDS meetings, so our all staff meetings, this is when all of the head staff members, so ACDs, CDs, Cent staff come together. Those meetings next semester are Mondays from 10 a.m. to noon, so you'll be expected to attend that. All committee meetings are Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. And so depending on what committee you're placed on, you can expect that time to be booked. And then your head staff meetings are just meetings where you meet as a head staff team in your building. So senior RA will potentially be there, the ACDs and the CDs, and that's about 1 hour a week as well. And then collateral meetings are set by your collateral supervisor, so those times vary, but you can, you know, plan to, that will be about an hour meeting a week as well. And then your collateral work may be a little more than that hour meeting. And so these meetings are all required for all ACD staff to attend unless there's some sort of academic conflict, but we really try to work with your schedules to make sure that you're not in class during those times. So when it comes to collateral assignments, there's 3 different collaterals that we have. And so you'll kind of preference which ones you're interested in, and then your supervisor will kind of work with you to place you where best suits. And so one of the first ones is the facilities. And so this role is you'll administer and track all building-wide work orders. You'll probably work closely with your hall clerk to do that. You'll oversee and manage all vandalism reports and charges. You'll attend monthly facilities meetings with Joe Rosalieb and the other facilities grads. You'll complete semester walkthroughs of the building, track inventory. You'll create the RA duty rotation and duty schedule and act nights away. And so with this facility, with this collateral being facilities, you will really, work with the facility side of the building, and the hours may vary. Some are, in the beginning of the year, it tends to be a little busier with opening and closings, but then throughout the year, it can vary in time. Conduct is another opportunity. So really, this role serves as a primary liaison to the community for SJP. So you'll track and review conduct cases and kind of develop different reports. You'll work closely with proactive programming. You'll serve on a conduct board and really serve as an adjudicator for all conduct cases. So everyone gets conduct experience, but this collateral will kind of help the report side and managing side of it as well. And then the last collateral is the front desk supervisor. So you will supervise the desk assistants of your building. You'll do weekly check-ins with your DAs. That may is kind of just an informal process of when you see them working, see how they're doing, or if you need to schedule a meet with them to kind of see what's going on. You'll create the schedule for our desks. You'll keep inventory of all the items and use the desk software to make sure that things are still coming in and aren't missing. And then any administrative tasks, so desk paperwork, evaluations, that kind of stuff. And then the communication, you'll communicate with central staff. It'll be important to communicate with your DAs, resident assistants, CDs, all of that. And so then here's kind of an overview of what you may see in an average week. As you can see, like Monday, you'll have the hall staff meetings, throw some one-on-ones in there, you'll have class, and then hall government later. Your committees will be in here if you're involved with anything else, so IHC, NRHH, RAC, that may be an opportunity. And then as you can see scattered throughout, you'll have your one-on-one. So we just kind of wanted to highlight what maybe an example of a week would look like for an ACD. And hopefully this helps map out what you will expect.